Okay, rabbit skin glue. It's been used for centuries. It tightens the canvas up, tightens it better than some of the synthetic alternatives, though they have their advantages. Rabbit skin glue also seals the canvas, so any other layers going on top of it that could potentially be destructive to the fibers of the canvas are now sealed against that. So, for example, the oil and the oil-based paint, mineral spirits, the ground, the actual pigment in the oil paint can be destructive to canvas, can eat it up. Even gesso, my understanding is, could be destructive to the canvas. So, and gesso is made in different ways. So it could be. So if you went with the rabbit skin glue and then let it dry and you put your gesso on top and then you start, sanded it if that's what you did, and then began painting. So it seals the canvas. The disadvantages, what they say here, is that it is hygroscopic, which means it is constantly swelling or shrinking in response to changes in temperature and changes in humidity. Well, humidity can be an enemy of oil paintings. Any moisture can be. So you want to keep them out of moisture. That's pretty much traditionally understood. So there are certain things you can do to care for your canvas if you decide you want to use rabbit skin glue instead of PVA, which is synthetics. I think it's polyvinyl alcohol is PVA, which is an alternative to rabbit skin glue. PVA is supposedly environmentally friendly. It doesn't shrink and expand as much as rabbit skin glue. People say the shrinking and expanding of rabbit skin glue is what can cause this little eggshell cracking that you'll see in older paintings. I kind of like that in a way, but it's not good for the life of the painting. Okay, so we are going to soak 3 tablespoons of crystals overnight in 500 milliliters or 16.9 fluid ounces of water. Then you gently heat it in, you can buy one of these little heat tubs, and you heat it up to, and there are different recommendations in terms of the heat, in terms of what you want to accomplish. When we get to that, I'll show you. But right for the moment, just understand you will be heating it after it has expanded overnight. Rabbit skin glue can be, my understanding, is put in the refrigerator to extend its life. For how long, I don't know. Don't mistake it for oatmeal. Rabbit skin glue is basically very good for the canvas as opposed to just painting on the canvas. It won't last. Good for the canvas, not good for the rabbit. So, okay, so we're going to take a tablespoon, and we're using Gamblin's rabbit skin glue, and they say 3 tablespoons to 16.9 fluid ounces. That's going to work out. I have 24 ounces here. That actually is going to work out to 4 tablespoons for about 22.5 fluid ounces, which is pretty much what I think I need to do the painting of the size of what I'm doing. I may need more. I may need more. Okay, so I'm going to put 4 in, and then I'm going to not fill this jar to the top because it's a 24-ounce jar. Okay. All right. We did that. And we are now, don't lick the spoon. Whatever you do, I don't know what it would do to you. Okay. We are pouring in our 22.25 ounces. Okay, we are about there. Now, and we had heaping teaspoons too, which is good. If you don't put enough rabbit skin glue in the water, it's going to be bad. You got to do that. Okay? And you can stir it up. it says here, storing RSG in the refrigerator will extend its usefulness, but reheating it weakens its adhesive strength. RSG, rabbit skin glue, can also be used for making traditional chalk glue ground or gesso. Okay, we've done that. And I've made it many a time. And it does have a consistency, I guess sort of like a well-cooked oatmeal, maybe. Or maybe more like cream of wheat, I think. Definitely don't eat it.